I am so excited for today's video. No, like you don't understand. I have been seeing everywhere on the internet about Cursor AI and I want to put it to the test. For those of you not familiar, Cursor AI has been making headlines as the next big thing when it comes to IDEs. Wait, is it considered an IDE? Let me double check here. I have been playing around with it and I have a lot to say about it. Let's just leave it at that. Let's see. Okay, we can put it up on screen here. Cursor is the AI code editor. So yeah, it's an IDE, but with built-in AI, it's pretty incredible, the AI code editor. So it goes on to say it is built to make you extraordinarily productive. Cursor AI is the best way to code with AI. It knows your code base, so you can put your existing code base into it and it will make modifications. You can prompt it to make new projects for you. I've been playing around with it and it's nothing like I've seen before. And today we are going to do the ultimate test. Well, okay, not the ultimate test, but the most fun test, which is let's try and replicate, see how close we can get to actually accurately building a Mario Kart game with this Cursor AI. All right, let's get into it. Okay, you can see here I have opened Cursor AI, and for the record, this is, I believe it's free. Let me just double check though. Cursor AI pricing. Okay, so I got the free hobby project and I downloaded it for Mac. You can do other though as well. And okay, so there are limits. I see 2,000 completions, Then it goes up to 20 per month and then 40. And obviously I'm just using this right now to tinker around with, so I didn't think it'd be worth paying. I'm really curious though, this is perfect for tinkering and building things independently, but to get big companies or enterprises on board to use something like this, I think will be a bit trickier. Now, I am currently, this looks really messy on the left here where my folder and file structure is, because when you download it, it will give you kind of a structure that you can start playing with JavaScript or Python, and I haven't made any other files since. So let's just play with it in here. The first thing I realized is in order to activate the chat where you can prompt the AI, you need to do Command L. Command L. Okay, perfect. We got that far. And if you don't have the terminal here at the bottom, you can go up to the top where it says terminal and just new terminal. Now we kind of have our setup. I'm just in main.py. There was some initial text there. I deleted it. You can do the same. All right, let's prompt it. Let's go create. Okay, that was weird. I had to pause the video for a second because we're back screen sharing right now, but it was weird. In my chat, it wasn't letting me type. Now it is. Tiff in Tech was not in tech for a sec there. So let's go create for me a Mario Kart game using Python and Pygame. Let's just start with that prompt and see what it does for us. Simple, easy. You can see here as well, I am running a virtual environment. So when you start main.py, you will not be. And in order to do that, either A, you know how, or B, ask the chat that first as far as I am on a Mac or whatever operating system you are on, and how do I start running a virtual environment? It's 2 commands, it's very simple. You've got this, I know you do. Okay, so you can see here, it spits it out really quickly, and you can also see, well, I'll share with you earlier, but you can see what model you are using. So for this, we are using Claude 3.5, and it spits out the code as expected. The code looks pretty clean too, which was really interesting to me. I also like how it will go through what the code does, but then also how to run it and some suggestions. So let's go ahead and start with this. Let's go apply, continue. And then from there, it's just like, it reminds me a lot of kind of GitHub, or you know when you're pulling and pushing changes and seeing different types of code come in. It's very similar to that. So let's go ahead and accept all this code. Save it. And right now you can see I added in some images here, obstacle, Mario Kart, and background. We're not utilizing those yet, but I'll share with you in a second what my idea is around that. So let's just start by running it. Let's just see what is going on here. Oh. Okay, I don't love this. This is not the smartest thing I've ever seen. Yeah. It says here, this simplified version will include a single cart that can move around a track. Okay, yeah, that's cool. We need to work on our prompts. where it needs to work on knowing my prompts. Okay, so let's go. What is it saying for implementation? Add multiple carts, implement a more complex track design, add power-ups and obstacles, improve graphics with sprite images. Okay, so let's go improve this by using the images I have uploaded of background, Mario Kart, and obstacle. What else should we do? Make us have to navigate the obstacles and look for tokens. Now we're getting more specific. I always like to start with something very generic just to see what we're working, like where is it at right now? All right, so we can see here it is loading the images. All right. Move cart, check collision. I like how it does some different comments. So this improved version includes the following changes: loaded and used the background, added obstacles, implemented tokens for the player to collect, added score display, and improved collision detection. Okay, I am very curious to see how this one does because we added a lot. So the thing is, it doesn't automatically, of course, apply the changes, which is really cool, especially if you are working on a larger code base. I just think this is so helpful. In this example, we're starting from scratch, which is still really helpful, but using it for existing code bases, I think is just gonna be a game changer. So let's go apply. Like, look how cool this is. You can see exactly where it's going to be removing code, adding code. The only thing, oh yeah, you can do specifics as to if you want it all added or not. That is very cool. So let's go accept all, save this. Remember, at this point, make sure you have, for me, I have, this is the obstacle, this is the Mario Kart, this is the background. Let's see how it goes. Okay, right click, run Python. Okay, this is a lot. Let's start it. Oh no, why aren't the obstacles moving? This is terrible. Make so the tokens and obstacles are moving. Okay, let's do like this. Make so the tokens and obstacles are moving, same with the background. Because I want it to feel interactive. This does not feel interactive. The one thing I think is kind of weird is, although it's only changing a bit of the code in this example, it prints out the entire code all over again. I guess I didn't prompt it to not do that, but okay, so go apply, accept, save, let's run it again. Okay, this is better, but I need to be able to move. I can't move up or down. This is terrible. It's funny. Okay, so, okay, we gotta keep on doing this. So let's do, make Mario be able to move left, right, up, and down. And if he hits an obstacle, he dies. I'm referring to him like he's a person now, so we'll see how this goes. I tested this out before I made this video because I was curious to see how good it could be, and it was much better in the previous time I prompted it. I think I prompted pretty much the same, which is really weird. I'll have to go check. Okay, let's just apply. We're just applying. Accept. This is called coding with no code. This is wild. Okay, this is better. This is what we were talking about here. So let's test it out. How is that even possible? Okay, I like this. This is actually pretty cool. The last thing I think we need to do though is update the background so it looks like it's continuous of a road. So let's go to, give me a sec here. Let's go to Canva. I'm gonna do this. I love Canva. It's like my go-to for everything. Road animation. I want it to be like that, but it has to be a photo. Videos. Okay, we'll take a screenshot of this because this is perfect. Be better if it was like more colorful though, but it's still cool. Highway. I'm trying to find something that went, because the background is keeping on going, it needs to be continuous, if that makes sense. Or appear to be continuous. This isn't gonna work either. I wonder if it will make me a background. Are we getting too crazy here? Let's see. Can you make me a background of a racing track that is continuous and we won't use the background image? If it can do this, that's impressive. That is very impressive. Oh my gosh, is it gonna do this? I'm so excited. I think this is gonna be, I feel like we're doing this together in real time. Let's see what happens here. So while this is loading, a few thoughts of what I think of this for the future. And I know it's going to be, what does this mean for programmers? I think this is something that I've already heard a lot of programmers are using routinely, regularly, and it's so helpful, but it's dangerous. We just built an entire Mario Kart game that a few years ago or even a year ago would have taken me an entire day. I'm not a fast coder, I'm not saying I am, to even get close to building like this. Like, how many lines of code is there? It's almost 143, and it's very specific. It would have been searching on Stack Overflow, and you actually really have to understand what you are building through pain points. This, I didn't even really look at the code fully, if we're being totally candid here. And I'm not saying that in a good way. I'm saying that it's a bit concerning in that aspect. Let's run it. Let's pause those thoughts and run it. Okay, this is better. This is pretty cool. And it keeps something animated. Okay, this is fun. This is actually pretty cool. No, game over. This is pretty cool. Okay, see, the better you get at prompting it, the better it gets too, which is pretty impressive. Okay, we get the point. We built a Mario Kart game. But as I was saying, it is scary to think about how little thought actually went into what the code is doing, or do we understand the code? So I really think it's a great tool to use sparingly as far as debugging or understanding others' codes if you're collaborating, but it can become very dangerous. We did not code anything and we just built an entire game. What are your thoughts about this? I'm still processing it all, so I'd love to hear in the comments. I'll make sure to respond to it all. Let's have a good conversation around it. All right, thank you all for watching this video. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know what we should build next. I'm literally building in real time with you, and it's really fun. Bye, everyone.